go over how it works. Then I'll go over how much you need to spend and what to expect. Then we'll actually jump in. We'll build an ad. I'll show you some Facebook targeting tips. And then if you have any questions at the end, just let me know and I'll answer them. So if you haven't been on my training before, welcome. If you have been, you kind of know the process. Usually it's about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. This one will probably be about 30 minutes today. And it's, over the shoulder training. So I don't love to do a ton of slides. I'd rather just kind of jump in and show you exactly what to do, and how it works. So we're going to jump right into Facebook. The best way to kind of take all this in is just to watch it right now. Don't try to follow what I'm doing, because you will get the replay, and then you can watch it as many times as you want, and you can go through and pause it and do something and go through each piece. And it's good if you just unplug from everything and just kind of give me about 30 minutes. Now, a little bit about myself. I'm the owner of Hey Remodelers, and we only work with kitchen and bathroom remodelers and countertop companies. So we're a marketing company that helps them grow online. So we take care of anything that they need online, Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, all of that stuff. We've been doing this for a while. We have a nice team. We all work remotely. It's a family business. My wife's involved. I do have 2 kids. We all work from home, so you will probably hear them at some point, but it's just the way it is. Their names Mason and Lola. So let's jump right in here and get going. So a messenger ad, this is what a messenger ad looks like. And like I said, we're going to build one, but this is what it looks like. So when you're in Facebook or you're in Instagram, and just to give you a little bit about that, when you run an ad on Facebook, it will also run on Instagram. Since Facebook owns Instagram, you run the ads from the same platform. So here's an ad. It's pretty straightforward. You would see this in your news feed. You would click on send message, and then that business would get a message. So it would start the conversation. And it's really, that's what these are the best, the best part of these ads are to get that conversation going. And that's, with any type of sales, you just want to start, what's your project about? Something as simple as that. It gets the conversation going, and then you take it from there. So it's really easy for someone just to click on this, send you a message. So that's a plus. It's all inside Facebook and Instagram. Facebook tends to like the ads that keep you inside of their platform. You could run an ad that looks similar to like this. They click on it, then they go to your website. Those work good too. But Facebook really likes when you stay inside their platform. So, it's impossible to know if they favor these ads over any other ads, but you would think that they want you to stay inside the platform. These ads probably run a little bit better than some of the other ads. They're probably more likely to show them. Again, that's really impossible to find out, but just, again, just by that common thing that they want you to stay in their platform. And again, it's easy for someone to click on this button and to just jump right over and to start messaging you. So let's look at how much you should spend here. So let me just pull this open. So I broke down a couple of different platforms. Now, again, we only work with kitchen and bathroom remodelers, countertop companies. So these are their numbers. If you happen to have a different type of business, these numbers might be a little bit different for you. But, Google ads, typically our clients spend about $1,000 to $1,500. Some spend more, but you usually want to spend about $30 a day in Google ads. And I'll kind of give you the reason why I have all these laid out. Then Facebook ads, we've tried $5 a day. We actually have a client that runs $3 a day, but $15 a day seems to be that sweet spot. You can go more. We actually have a client that runs $400 a day. So you can really spend as much money as you want on Facebook or really on any of these platforms. But what we found, $10 works, $5 does work. But once you get to that $15, for some reason, the ad just shows more. It just gets more interaction. The more interaction the ad gets, the better it performs. So that's about that sweet spot, $15 a day. Then if you were to run an SEO campaign, most marketing agencies, they charge about $1,500 to manage that. Some more, some less, but that's just an average. So the reason I put all of these costs here is really when you're thinking about, all right, how much should I spend on Google ads? You have to look at what you're spending on other platforms. So if you have some Facebook, if you have some Google ads running, if you have an SEO campaign running, you want to make sure that you're comfortable with that budget and everything is good across the board. You don't want to run one of these campaigns to kind of save your business. That's definitely not the best way to run a marketing campaign. So, make sure you have the budget to run all of these because they do really all work together, But if you're just focusing on Facebook ads, about $450 to $500 a month is a good budget to start with. Now, let's look at some of the results that you can expect to get here. Now, this is a screenshot directly from Facebook ads, and I'll explain it right here. So this is a messenger campaign, 98 messages. You don't have to worry about reach and impressions. Cost per message was about $6.17 for this campaign. Cost for this one was about $10.36 per message. Now you're probably thinking, that's fantastic. If I can get leads for $6, $10, I'll run that all day. That's not really the way it works. So let me explain that. No, not all messenger leads are good leads. And that's really with any type of marketing. You'll get a lead on Google, not everyone's going to be the best lead. So what we found, it's usually about 1 to 4, 1 to 5 out of your messenger leads are solid leads. So what that does is bring the lead cost up. So it's usually about $25 to $50 per lead for a solid messenger lead. Now, this does highly depend on your offer. If the ad I'll show you, or the ad that we'll create is talks about a sale, you don't have to do a sale. You don't have to talk about price in the ad. I know some companies don't want to do that. And this is maybe more for the countertop companies. The remodeling, you might not put the price in there. You could, but you might not. But people react to price. They react to an offer. So those do work better. So it really depends on your offer with any advertising, especially these messenger ads. But this gives you a good idea of kind of what to expect. Now, if you've never run Facebook ads before, you have to sign up you need a Facebook business page, and then you need to sign up for an ads account. I'm not going to go through that. You could just go to these links right here. So it's facebook.com/business/ads. You sign up for that, and then you jump right in, and you have to enter your billing information and all that. So it's pretty easy to set up. They make it easy because they want you to run ads. So get that set up. If you've never run ads in the past, you want to get that set up first. Now, let's jump in and build an ad. So let me pull up the screen that I have for that. Alrighty, so here is Facebook. Let me close this. Here's Facebook Ads Manager. Now, this will look a little bit different to you if you've never run any ads before, because you're not going to have anything else here. But this is kind of broken down what it is. So in Facebook Ads Manager, you have your campaigns, you have your ad sets, and then you have your ads. So your campaign is your objective of your main campaign. So for this will be a messenger campaign, but you can see here I have some traffic ads. These ads deliver website traffic to my site. And then video view ads, these are just videos on Facebook and Instagram. So there's different objectives here, and you set that at the campaign level. Then at the ad set level, you do all of your targeting, and we'll go over that. And then at the ad level is where you set up your ad. So to start off here, I already have this created because I've learned in the past to do this live Facebook Ads Manager is usually a little bit slow. So I kind of have it all preset in these other tabs, but I'll show you this first piece right here. So you click on create. This is going to pop up, and you can see it takes a little bit. Now, you want to run a messenger ad, but like I said, there's traffic campaigns, there's video views, lead generation, all different types of campaigns. But for this, you want to click on message, and then you want to drop down this, and you can fill in all your information. So the campaign will be, you could just say a messenger campaign. The ad set, you can name this really whatever you want. It really does not matter because only you are going to see this. So maybe the ad set level, maybe you're doing homeowners right now. So you can write that in here, and then the ad name would just say be ad 1. Again, doesn't really matter. So you go through that, and then that will create this right here. So you could see right here, it created everything that, so I named this the messenger campaign, and then here's my ad set name. So you would do that. Now, if you, for some reason, say something gets screwed up, and, you know, because it does happen that this tool is not perfect, to get to the ad set, which is the next screen that we're going to look at, you would just click in the campaign. You would go right here. That's going to open up, and then you would just click on edit right here. And that is going to bring you to the same screen that I have opened up here. So this is the ad set level. Now in here is where you set all of your targeting. So I'll kind of go down the list, go through everything. I'll give you some targeting tips. So here is, this should be all preset, messenger ad. You don't have to do anything here. As you scroll down, budget, again, start at $5, $10, $15 is we find to be that sweet spot. But you know, at least $5, $10 start with, let it run, and you would set that right here. Don't have to worry about this. You know, a lot of the Facebook ads are great, but a lot of their recommendations, this is on Google too, is really to make you spend more money, because the more money you spend, the more money they make. So you really want to just follow what I'm saying right here. You know, set everything up exactly how I have it set up. Now, date, start date, end date, you don't have to worry about that. As I scroll down here, here is the targeting. So the first thing is your location. So you would pop this open, put in your location. So I'm just doing Austin, Texas, 20 miles around there. Here, let me pop this open here. There you go. So you see it puts a nice circle around there. You can put in an address. You can put an address of your showroom and then put a radius around there. That tends to work good. If you put in zip codes, you're not going to get every piece of the area. So, you know, whatever you service, put that radius. You can go up to 50 miles. You can go down to 1. So, you know, put that in there. One tip that they do not set as a default, which I'm not sure why, it's usually set at people living in or recently in this location. Now, if you think about it, you don't really care about someone that just traveled to your area because they're probably going to be gone. Maybe they're on vacation. They're not your customer. You only want people living in this location. So that's extremely important to select. Like I said, as the default, this will be selected. So make sure you select that. And again, it's, you know, I don't know why that's not automatically selected, but maybe this option does make you spend a little bit more on Facebook. I do not know, but definitely select this. Now, as you scroll down, you know, you should know your demographics of your customers. For our clients, it's usually about 35 to 64 in that age range. You can open this up even more if you want, but that does work. Genders, some campaigns we do run to females. We find that they perform better. But again, at the beginning, you know, keep it a little bit open. You know, you don't have to, you know, target down too much right now. You could see here on the right, it's telling me my audience size. So if I were to, let's say, just do females, it's going to adjust that audience size. So I click on that. You can see how it's a little bit slow. That's why we kind of have this preset here. This is updating, and then 48,000. I think it was like 68,000. So it does chop it down quite a bit. You want to be in the 100,000 right here would be a very nice size audience. You can run that for a very long time. And this is just the amount of people that it will show to. You know, 50,000 is okay. You know, I wouldn't go below like 10, 20,000. That's a little bit too small. 50 to 100, 150 is okay, but 100,000 really is the perfect size audience. So I'm going to keep this to all. And there you go, 68,000. That's okay. It's not quite 100,000, but it's still pretty good. Now, targeting, I would set this again. You could test different things, but I would set this. If you're a countertop company, click use Countertop. Even if you're a kitchen and bath remodeler and someone has an interest in countertops, they're probably redoing their kitchen, redoing their bath. This is a good interest that works. So test this one. There's another one in here, home improvement, you can put in. So you would just type that in. Whoops. It's going to show up. Home improvement interest right here. You can test that out. You can look for like HGTV. You can get creative here. HGTV. If they like those type of shows, they might be more open to working on their home. Again, you got to get creative here. So, but you can see how that really bumps up the audience. It's a little bit too big for me right now. So I'm going to go with, so it's 260,000, not horrible. If it was like 500, a million, that's way too big. 100,000 is really the sweet spot. If you go to 250, that's okay. But here I'm going to remove a couple of these just to keep it very basic. So let me remove this. And let me remove this. So these interests are really just what people are interested in. That's really what it is. You used to be able to pick a homeowner right here, but they removed that. So you can't do that anymore, unfortunately. So there is your potential reach right there. Now, as we scroll down, let's look at these. It might be selected to automatic placements. Deselect that. Click on manual placements. Now, the areas that you do not have to, you don't want to be on is this audience network. Make sure you deselect that. You'll waste a lot of money going there. Now, this is just where it's going to show up. So Facebook, Instagram, Messenger. And then you can take it one step below, feeds. So it's going to be in the news feed. You want that. It's going to be in the stories. That's good. You want that. And then you shouldn't be able to select this. You shouldn't be able to select this. Make sure this is deselected, the apps and sites. And then keep the search and in the article. Keep that for now. Again, you might find after you run this for a few months, nothing's really happened on these. I'm not going to show on these areas of Facebook or Instagram anymore. So you would remove them. But don't worry about that now. Now, as you scroll down here, even more, just keep this as is. You don't have to adjust anything here. So now you have all of your targeting set up. So now the next step is setting up the ad. So that you can click this right here. If you're over here and you were to click in the ad set like this, it's going to take you to the ad. You can click on edit. And that's going to pop it open. I already have it opened up, so let's just go over here. See, this gets a little bit slow. All right, so here is where you set up your ad. So you can see I named it ad 1. Doesn't matter. You name it whatever you want. You want to pick your Facebook page and your Instagram account right there. You want to, for this, we're going to just do a single image. You could use a video if you want. Video does work great. A carousel is 2 or more images, kind of like a scroll, horizontal scroll. You can test that too. But let's do just an image. Keep it nice and simple. Now, to upload the image, you would simply go to right here. There's going to be an add image button. You click on that and you upload your image. Again, I'm not going to do this live because it takes way too long. It's just, you can see when I click around on Facebook, it's slow. So, but it's very simple. You just add one image. That's all you want to do. It's going to look just like this. Now, the copy, I'll show you how to edit all of this. Now, like I said, sales work good. If you include some type of pricing, that works good. Even could just be like a spring sale or something like that. But here we have contact us for about our sale on granite, quartz, and marble. I use emojis in here, turnaround time, large inventory, high quality stone. I put my phone number in here because someone might want to just call you right away, which is great, or request a quote today. So pretty simple copy here. If you were a kitchen and bathroom modeler, you can basically use the same thing. Turnaround time, of course, is going to be a little bit different, but just put in whatever your customers, whatever they want, whatever is attractive to them. That's what you want to put in these bullets. Again, it's when it comes down to marketing, it's all about the message. You want to get the best message across. That's what's going to resonate with people. So that shows right here. You can see that shows right above the ad. Then you have your picture, and then you have a couple of pieces of information down here. So right here, I put Austin Countertop sale. That shows right here. In the description, it's not always going to show here, but I just put the business name. Doesn't really matter. You could just put in here servicing the Austin area, something like that. Been in business since 1999, whatever it is. A lot of the times it's not going to show anyway. And then the send message button. And you could pick different call to actions here. You could pick get quote. It could be something that you can test. Contact us. Send message is nice because it's just simple. That's what they're going to do. They're going to send you a message. So keep it simple. Now, as we scroll down, you need to set up the message template. So right here, you are going to create a new one. Again, it looks a little bit different, but I'm going to edit this here, and I'll show you what to do with this. So you can, by default, it's probably going to be on all of this stuff, but I'll show you what it'll look like right here. It's going to, I'm pretty sure by default, it's the frequently asked questions. And then you can see here, this is kind of what the message will look like. So it says, hello, blah, blah, blah. And then they click on these. What I found is a lot of times this screws up. Keep it simple. So what I suggest is you actually just turn all of this off. You don't want any quick replies. You don't want any of this because unfortunately, it's probably going to go screw up. So click to none. There you go. And just ask one question. Keep it simple. So it says, hi, it picks up my name. Send me some details about your project so I can get you a quote. Very simple. I'm saying me because it makes it seem more personable. You can't get more simple than that. So once they reply to this, then you just jump in and then you just take control of it. So again, we have some clients where we set up really involved bots because this is basically a bot. If you ever heard that word, that's what this is. It's basically just a chat bot. So you could set this up to answer questions, to do all that, but it's not easy to do. And what we have found is the Facebook tool doesn't do a great job with it. We actually used a program called ManyChat. It's $10 a month, and it does a lot of things. So if you want to go that route, and get a little bit deeper into this, look at ManyChat. You can just go to manychat.com. And like I said, it's $10 a month, and you can set up a very advanced chat bot here. But for this, keep it simple. You're asking about their project. That's it. And they'll type to you, and then you just take it from there. So you would set this up like this, save and finish. And then that would be set up. So you don't have to do anything there. Now, tracking, I'm not going to go over this because you can set up a pixel and all that, but that's for another training. So then once you're done with this, you're simply going to just publish the ad. So we click on publish. Could take a day. It could get approved within hours. Usually takes, it's between a couple of hours and about a day. Usually won't take more than that. And then once it starts running, just let it run. Spend a couple of $100, let it run. Don't even touch it and see what happens. Now, here's what the final ad will look like. So it's going to look just like this. It's got your copy on the top. It's got your picture. It's got your headline down here. Send a message. And that's it. You know, it's straightforward. It's simple. It looks good. It's got some emojis in here, which make it stand out a little bit more. Has your phone number. They can call you if they want. You know, if you are doing some type of sale or something, you can pop a picture in here with a little graphic that says, you know, sale or something, you know, our current promotion, whatever it is, to spice it up a little bit, because the picture does matter. You want a good picture in here. You don't want a picture that's grainy, that's, you know, pixelated, any of that. You know, you want a solid picture here. So let me jump back into here. So that's it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Yes, it will take you a little bit. Like I said, take this recording, go through it a couple of times, and really, you know, take your time in setting it up. But if you follow this step by step, you should be okay. It might take you a couple hours. I mean, I did it in, you know, half an hour, but it's after you do it once, you'll say, okay, it'll click, and then you'll be able to do it. Now, if you want, book a strategy call with me. Just go to my website, heyremodelers.com. You'll see call to action buttons all over the place to book a call. Just book a call. We'll basically jump on. We'll go over your business. We'll see if you're a good fit. You know, I'll always give really good advice. So even if you aren't a good fit, I'll point you in the right direction. And that's about it. So also here are some client results that we had in March 2021. So this is a Facebook lead ad, a little bit different of an ad. Like I said, messenger ads are newer for our clients, but we've been running these lead ads for over a year at least. And you can see just in March, this is current, 10 leads, $31 per lead. They spent about a little bit over $300. So pretty good results here. And these leads are a little bit different than the messenger leads, but again, I'm not going to get into that now. But definitely, you know, book a call. We'll see if we're a good fit, and we'll take it from there. And that's it. So if you have any questions, just type them into the chat and I'll answer them. I'm going to take a quick sip of water here. Now I see one question about which ad do you like better, a Facebook Messenger ad or a lead ad? That's a good question, because that is the screenshot that I had here. These are the lead ads. Now a lead ad is a little bit different. When the person sees the ad, let me go to this screenshot here. So messenger ad, they see this, they click on send message, and then that starts a conversation. Now a lead ad looks very similar. They click this, a form pops up where they type in their information, they select, you know, it's pre-populated with whatever Facebook knows of you, and then they send that to you, and that really starts the quote process. So it's a little bit different, you know. I'd say it's a little bit further down the funnel, where these ads right here, it's very simple for someone just to start a conversation. They don't have to really type in anything like their personal details. With the lead ad, they do have to put in their phone number, their email, all of that information. So it's just a different type. Again, that's why you can see here, they're getting messages for $6, $10, which is fantastic. And then down here, you know, it's about $30. But these leads are a little bit stronger. Again, not all of these are home runs, though. You know, not every lead here is a solid lead. So, you know, if it's half, maybe it's really $60 per lead. Again, it's going to be different for every campaign, but that's just what it is there. So I see another question here. What percentage close rate have your clients seen on leads from Facebook? So that's a good question. So the question is, what percentage of a close rate have your clients seen on leads from Facebook? Now, most of our clients, it's tough to get like from when they first get a lead to the close ratio, because a lot of our clients won't track it through fully, but we at least have a general idea. With all leads online, it's usually, it depends on, every company is different. The ones that really have their sales process and their follow-up process in place, it's better. But with those type of clients, it's around 45%. Now with social media leads specifically, Google leads are usually a little bit stronger. So your social media leads could be like 10 to 40% somewhere in there. Now we do have clients that they don't have the best follow-up process. So it could even be lower. So it could be in that 10% range. So it really depends on your follow-up. With a lot of these leads, and really any lead that you get, you need that follow-up in place, but especially these messenger leads, because you think about it, someone clicks on send message, you respond back. If you just leave it at that, it's probably not going to go anywhere. Right away, you want to get their phone number, you want to get their email. So in that message, you want to try to get that information, because then you could follow up with them and that will increase your close rate. So it's a tough question to say specifically, but we have seen between 10 and about 45% as a close ratio. All right, so I'm not seeing any other questions. Very good questions. I appreciate that. If you have any questions, you can email me personally, steve@heyremodelers.com. Like I said, book a strategy session. We'll go over your site, see what's going on there. And that's about it. So I will have another training next month. We're trying to do a training each month. I'm not sure what the topic will be just yet, but I will have a Facebook training about the lead ad. I did it in the past. I want to revise it, do it again. So I'll have that in a couple months. We'll go over that. Video ads, another ad that we run. So I'll have a training about that, but that's it. Thanks for joining. And again, email me at steve@heyremodelers.com if you have any questions.